According to celestial insight, the person planning to break your trust tonight is doing so out of a sense of fear and desperation. They are overwhelmed by their own insecurities and are lashing out in a misguided attempt to cope. Angels say that the betrayal you face tonight is rooted in a desire for revenge. The person breaking your trust harbors resentment and seeks to inflict pain as a way to retaliate for perceived wrongs. The divine message indicates that tonight's betrayal stems from a deep-seated sense of betrayal on their part. The person planning to break your trust feels wronged and is using this betrayal as a way to get even. Angels reveal that the person breaking your trust tonight is motivated by a sense of inadequacy. They are acting out of their own feelings of unworthiness and are trying to regain control by undermining your faith. The celestial message shows that the betrayal you face tonight is driven by a need for self-preservation. This person believes that breaking your trust is necessary to protect themselves from potential harm or exposure. According to angelic guidance, tonight's betrayal is motivated by a need to manipulate the situation to their advantage. The person breaking your trust is seeking to alter the dynamics in their favor through deceit. The celestial message reveals that tonight's betrayal is driven by a deep-seated sense of inadequacy. This person feels unworthy and is attempting to break your trust as a way to regain a sense of control and importance. According to angelic insight, the betrayal coming tonight is motivated by a misguided sense of duty. The person plans to break your trust because they believe it's necessary to fulfill an obligation or protect someone else. Angels reveal that the person planning to betray you tonight is struggling with their own fears and insecurities. They believe that breaking your trust will somehow shield them from their own vulnerabilities and failures. The divine message indicates that tonight's betrayal is driven by a need to reclaim lost power. The person breaking your trust feels disempowered and sees betraying you as a way to regain a sense of control. According to celestial guidance, the betrayal you face tonight is a result of unresolved conflict. The person planning to break your trust is using betrayal as a way to express their frustration and anger about past issues. Angels say that tonight's betrayal stems from a fear of rejection. The person breaking your trust is acting out of desperation to protect themselves from the perceived threat of being abandoned or unloved. The divine insight shows that the betrayal planned for tonight is motivated by a need to cover up their own mistakes. This person believes that betraying your trust will distract from their own failings and protect their reputation. The celestial message indicates that the person breaking your trust tonight is driven by a desire to manipulate the situation to their advantage. They see betrayal as a strategic move to shift the dynamics in their favor. According to angelic guidance, tonight's betrayal is a result of a misguided attempt to protect their own interests. The person planning to break your trust believes that doing so is necessary to safeguard their own well-being. Angels reveal that the betrayal you face tonight is driven by a lack of understanding of the impact of their actions. This person is breaking your trust without fully comprehending the emotional toll it will take on you. The divine message shows that tonight's betrayal is motivated by a need for validation. The person breaking your trust feels insecure and believes that betraying you will somehow boost their own self-worth. The angels reveal that tonight, someone you thought you could trust is about to betray your faith because they feel threatened by your growing strength. This betrayal is driven by their fear of losing control over you. Angels whisper that the person planning to break your trust tonight is driven by jealousy and insecurity. They see your success and happiness as a threat to their own position and are willing to sacrifice your trust to feel better about themselves. Tonight, the celestial messengers reveal that the person you hold dear is contemplating a betrayal because they were overwhelmed by their own guilt. They believe that breaking your trust is the only way to relieve their own burdens. The angels indicate that the betrayal coming tonight stems from a deep-seated fear of being exposed. This person is acting out of desperation to cover up their own shortcomings by undermining your faith in them. According to angelic guidance, the betrayal you face tonight is motivated by a need for validation. This person feels inadequate and hopes that breaking your trust will somehow make them feel more significant or powerful. The divine message tonight reveals that the person planning to betray you is struggling with their own internal conflicts. They are projecting their own failings onto you, hoping that by breaking your trust, they can avoid facing their own flaws. Angels reveal that the impending betrayal is driven by a fear of losing something they value. This person believes that by undermining your trust, they can secure their own position or gain something they feel they cannot achieve otherwise. Tonight, The angels say that the person planning to break your trust is motivated by a desire to shift blame. They want to distract you from their own mistakes by creating a situation where you question their loyalty. The celestial message indicates that the betrayal tonight is rooted in a deep sense of inadequacy. This person feels threatened by your strengths and believes that breaking your trust is the only way to maintain their own self-worth. According to angelic insight, the upcoming betrayal is a result of a personal vendetta. The person planning to break your trust is acting out of revenge for a past grievance, hoping to cause you as much pain as they have experienced. The angels reveal that tonight's betrayal is driven by envy. This person is unable to handle their own feelings of inadequacy and is choosing to betray your trust as a way to alleviate their own insecurities. Tonight, the divine message shows that the person planning to break your trust is doing so out of fear. They are terrified of losing their place in your life and believe that betrayal is their only means of control. The celestial guidance reveals that the betrayal you face tonight is motivated by a misguided attempt to protect themselves. This person is acting out of a deep-seated fear of being exposed or hurt. Angels say that the betrayal planned for tonight comes from a place of manipulation. This person is using deceit as a tool to maintain power over you, hoping to keep you under their influence by breaking your trust. The divine message suggests that the upcoming betrayal is a result of unresolved issues from the past. This person feels compelled to break your trust to justify their own actions and escape their internal conflicts. According to angelic guidance, tonight's betrayal is motivated by a desperate need for control. The person planning to break your trust is trying to assert their dominance by undermining your faith in them. Angels reveal that the betrayal coming tonight is rooted in a fear of abandonment. This person is attempting to sabotage your trust as a way to prevent you from leaving them or moving on. The celestial message indicates that the person breaking your trust tonight is driven by a deep-seated sense of insecurity. They are acting out to distract you from their own flaws and vulnerabilities. Tonight, the angels say that the betrayal you face is motivated by a need for revenge. The person planning to break your trust harbors resentment and seeks to hurt you as a way to get back at you for perceived wrongs. The divine insight reveals that the betrayal planned for tonight comes from a place of self-preservation. This person is willing to sacrifice your trust to protect their own interests or secrets. Angels indicate that the betrayal tonight is driven by a lack of self-control. This person is acting impulsively, letting their emotions override their sense of loyalty and respect for you. The celestial message shows that tonight's betrayal is motivated by a desire for personal gain. The person breaking your trust sees an opportunity to benefit themselves at your expense.